Every year, millions of people enjoy the numerous national parks around the United States, particularly those out west. These incredibly beautiful and vibrant landscapes include some of the most amazing natural environments America has to offer. Today, we will check out 15 best national parks to visit in the USA. Number 15. Mount Rainier in Washington. The fifth highest peak in the United States, Mount Rainier itself is an icon of a mountain that can be seen throughout much of Washington state. Rainier is actually an active stratovolcano that last erupted as recently as 1854. Close to the urban areas of Puget Sound, Mount Rainier National Park and its 26 glaciers is a hiker's paradise, with fabulous hiking trails lacing the foothills and carpets of flowers blooming in the spring and summer. Many people attempt to climb to the snowy peak of Rainier, but it's tough going. Only half the adventurers who try go the whole way. Number 14. Sequoia, California. This national park is named after another species of the sequoia family, the Sequoiadendron giganteum, colloquially known as the giant redwood. Drive-through trees and huge ancient examples of the redwoods here characterize the park. In fact, it's here that you will find General Sherman, the giant redwood that's claimed to be the largest living tree on Earth. There are also deep, 10,000-year-old caves that hide supersized stalactites. For a breathtaking vista of the Sierra Mountains, head to Eagle View. Number 13. Arches, Utah. Another of Utah's national parks that is made up of marsh and badlands. The sandstone landscape here is out of this world. There are a sublime selection of rock arches, around 2,000 in fact, striped pink and red butts, as well as other strange and intricate rock formations. Landscape Arch is actually one of the largest natural arches in the world, measuring in at 306 feet across. This is an easy-access national park with a selection of short hikes to embark on, but possibly more popular are rock climbing and canyoning. The Fiery Furnace, a famous formation, blazes orange and red as the sun sets each day. Number 12. Glacier, Montana. Glacier National Park boasts an outstanding natural world that has been, as you might expect from the name, carved and sculpted over thousands of years by glaciers. It's a land of dramatic rocky outcrops, snow-topped peaks, raging waterfalls, and beautifully reflective lakes. There are an impressive amount of hiking trails here, about 740 miles of them that wind like arteries of adventure around the jaw-dropping landscape. This is also the place where grizzly bears roam in abundance in the dense mountain forests. The popular scenic drive, Going to the Sun Road, is an excellent way to see the beauty of the national park without stepping foot out of your car. Number 11. Rocky Mountain, Colorado. One of the most spectacular slices of nature in Colorado, the Rocky Mountain National Park is awash with imposing granite mountains, aqua-colored alpine lakes, and meadows that burst into life come summer. It's the perfect place for adventures amidst nature with a selection of trails where you can find peace, quiet, and serenity. The wilderness of the national park makes the ideal host for many wild animals too, like elk. Number 10. Everglades, Florida. A gigantic area of land that's as famous as Florida itself, the Everglades National Park is home to vast tracts of swamp and the ubiquitous alligators that make the Everglades what they are. You could take a kayak out and explore the mangrove waterways for yourself, slicing across the silent waters of the myriad lakes. Or you could opt for a quintessential airboat tour of the swamp. The Anhinga Trail is where you can spot cold-blooded gators basking in the sun, and the eponymous Anhinga lying in wait for their prey. You can even head out on a nocturnal walk with a ranger. Number 9. Bryce Canyon, Utah. Bryce Canyon National Park is famous for its rock formations. Known as hoodoos, these spire-like sandstone rocks jut into the sky for a supremely interesting landscape. It's been sculpted over time by freeze-thaw erosion that has morphed the soft sandstone into the marvelous landscape it is today. There are various trails, such as the Rim Trail, weaving through the rocks. Bryce Point is the perfect spot for views out over the so-called Silent City, with the vista below made up of walls of rock and hoodoos looking like an ancient ghost city, or somewhere from another time and place altogether. Number 8. Hawaii Volcanoes, Hawaii. Set on Hawaii Island, or the Big Island as it's more commonly known, Hawaii Volcanoes National Park encompasses Mauna Loa. This massive volcano has a summit that, surprisingly for these Pacific Islands, is sometimes covered in snow. The national park also features volcanic coasts made from cooled lava flows, rich rainforests, magnificently green meadows in the mountains, and geological formations such as lava tubes. Kilauea, a shield volcano in the national park, has erupted as recently as 2018. The last eruption quite literally changed the shape of the park itself, an insight into the power of nature. The park remains open, but some areas are understandably closed. Number 7. Carlsbad Caverns, New Mexico. Located 25 miles from a former ranch town, Carlsbad Caverns National Park is a network of caverns and is in equal parts an eerie and incredible sight to behold. The main chamber of the cave itself, called the Big Room, is impressive to say the least. To access it, you could choose to take an ear-popping elevator that runs the equivalent to the entire height of the Empire State Building, or you can take a snaking pathway into the subterranean abyss below. Number 6. Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, and North Carolina. This national park is a world of beautiful nature. Think verdant forests as far as the eye can see, glistening waterfalls, and undulating mountain peaks. The forests themselves come alive in springtime, with a rainbow of wildflowers blazing between the trees. Autumn brings the famous fall foliage for a sea of auburn, and the winter is all about snow. Dubbed the Smokies because of the misty mountaintops, exploring this national park is like stepping into the past. There are still remote mountain communities who call this region home. It's a great spot to truly unwind and leave the modern world behind. Number 5. Denali in Alaska. Denali National Park is the monumental tract of land that makes up Alaska's most famous national park. The centerpiece by a long stretch is Denali. Formerly known as Mount McKinley, this towering mountain is the tallest in North America at 6,190 meters above sea level. It's truly a sight to behold, as its snowy tip seems to actually pierce the sky. Number 4. Zion, Utah. Utah's splendid national parks don't get better than Zion. The red and white cliffs and buttes that make up Zion Canyon slice into the air. They're edged by greenery, making for a colorful place to soak up this amazing wonder of nature. And there are some great ways to get right into the thick of things. The Narrows, for example, is a 16-mile adventure through the canyon and along the Virgin River at the base of it. Number 3. Yosemite, California. This famous national park is a popular place to explore some of California's best nature. There are giant sequoias that tower into the air at Mariposa Grove. There's the glorious green of the Yosemite Valley with its granite walls. And there's the spectacular Vernal Fall, an iconic sight of the Merced River, falling 317 feet to the pool below. Number 2. Grand Canyon, Arizona. Renowned the world over, the Grand Canyon needs no introduction. One of the largest canyon in the world really has to be seen to be properly appreciated. Around the national park that encompasses it, there are a whole host of trails and viewpoints. Cape Royal, on the North Rim, is a top vista of many major parts of the Grand Canyon. You can even reach down to the canyon floor, over a mile down in some places, via steep, meandering trails. Number 1. Yellowstone. The granddaddy of American national parks, Yellowstone is the oldest in the United States and the world, having been founded in 1872. When it was first discovered, stories of the magnificence of the area were passed off as lies and tall tales. You can see why. Erupting geysers here belch steam and water, such as the clockwork Old Faithful. There are boiling hot springs, like the Grand Prismatic Spring. Thanks to differing temperatures and minerals as the waters spread out, this is a veritable rainbow of unbelievable colors. There's even the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, a natural wonder in granite. This place is a true icon of must-see nature. Do let us know in the comments if you have ever traveled the USA before. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thanks for watching.